What's up, guys? Brandon here from Virtuo Fitness. Now it's the new year coming up, and a lot of you are probably sitting down ready to make those New Year's resolutions, but I'm sure you've fallen into a familiar pattern where you set those every year and you absolutely fail to meet them. You probably don't even make it past February, but I'm going to tell you exactly the reason that is and help provide some solutions. But first, I want to make sure that you're getting all the free fitness tips, workouts, and meal plans that we're putting out in our private Facebook group, The Fit Path. So click the link at the bottom of this video. Make sure you join that group on Facebook where you'll get tons of resources for any fitness goal that you have. So New Year's coming up, you're about to make those resolutions. There are 5 main reasons that you haven't met them in the past, and I'm going to help you overcome each one of those. Now, the first reason that people get off track with their New Year's resolutions is they don't know where to start. They don't have any concept of goal setting, any knowledge of what it means to set an attainable goal, time domains, any of the things that go into setting what we call SMART goals. So a lot of people get tripped up before they even get started. Lucky though, we put together a guide on goal setting. I've attached it to this video, so make sure you download that guide. It'll help you get started. Now, the second thing that trips people up with their New Year's resolutions and goals is not having any guidance or structure to the goal setting process. Let me give you an example. A lot of people will say, hey, I want to, lose X pounds, or I want to put on X pounds of muscle. Say I want to lose 20 or 30 pounds next year. Great. Saying it doesn't make it so, and a lot of people don't have the structure to work back from. When we work with our clients, we have them set the outcome goal, and then we structure attainable milestones across, right? So if your goal is to lose 30 pounds next year, right, you have 12 months to do it. What we can do is reverse engineer that result by breaking it down into quarterly chunks, right? Maybe you set a goal to lose 1 pound every 2 weeks. Now we have a smaller goal that's attainable, and what we can do is break that down into what do we need to do on a daily basis in terms of exercise, nutrition, and habits to get that 1 pound every 2 weeks. So you have to have some structure and guidance along the way to make sure that you're actually creating the result you want. Now, another problem that people run into, our third reason that people fail to meet their New Year's resolutions, is that they're not setting realistic goals. So let's go back to that previous example where someone's looking to lose 30 pounds. It would be unrealistic to say, I'm going to lose 30 pounds in a month, right? A year is definitely plenty of time for most people to lose that. It's obviously fairly individualized. But if you're setting unrealistic timetables for your goals, or an unrealistic amount of goals, which is another problem people have, then you're setting yourself up for failure. When you're making your goals, you always want to ask yourself, do I have the time, knowledge, and resources to accomplish these goals? And if I don't, where will I obtain the knowledge or the resources to do so? So if you sit down and set goals that are way beyond your current ability level, it's not to say that you can't do maybe one of them, but if you have like 5 or 6 that are like that, you're really going to get off track, and you may need to scale it back a little bit and set more manageable goals. So we coach all our clients on setting SMART goals, which means that they're attainable goals for them, meaning that they can actually get them in the time that they want, build some wins, build some momentum, and then move on to the next goal. So the fourth reason that people fail to meet their New Year's resolutions or their New Year's goals is a lack of personal accountability. Now, as fitness trainers, we are in the business of accountability and helping people stay true to the goals that they set. And the big thing that we see with people is that they start off really hot, they're very motivated, but then after a few weeks or even a few months, their motivation starts to wane, the habits slip a little bit, and they get off track. Looking at how crowded gyms are from January to March is a good example of this, right? In January, the gym's absolutely packed. You can't get on any equipment. But by March, it's wide open again. And that's because people are relying too much on motivation as opposed to discipline, right? Motivation is doing something when you feel like it, and discipline is doing something that you know you should do even when you don't necessarily feel like it. So what we do with our clients is we structure accountability checks in, so they're constantly checking in with either an accountability partner or a trainer to make sure that they're sticking to their milestones along the way. Sounds pretty simple, but just having someone there to make sure that you're doing what you intended to do goes a long way to making sure it happens. If you have any questions about accountability coaching or the process that we use with our clients, please reach out to us, use that FitPath Facebook group, or send us a message on Instagram or Facebook, and we'll get back to you to talk about what coaching options might work for you, or just lay out a free fitness plan to give you some guidance. Now, our fifth and final reason that people fail to meet their fitness goals or New Year's resolutions is that they are too focused on the outcome. And I know that might sound interesting because we're setting goals that are about the outcome, but let me explain what I mean. So there are two types of goals. There are outcome goals and behavior goals. Outcome goals are what you want to get, and behavior goals are the steps or actions you're going to hold yourself accountable to get there. Case in point, say that you want to save $1,000. That's the outcome goal, right? So now the behavior goal might be stop eating out lunch every day eating out for lunch every day and bring your own lunch, right? Or if it's a fitness example, your outcome goal is you want to lose those 30 pounds. Something you're going to do behavior-wise, you're going to make sure that you get 10,000 steps in every day to increase your movement and activity level. So there's a lot of cliches about things being about the journey, not the destination, things like that. But it does hold true because a lot of our goals, especially in the fitness and health realm, are going to take a long time, and they actually will take a change in your lifestyle or the choices that you're making. So if you're really just focused on the outcome, you might get bogged down in the journey and lose sort of those habits that you need. But if instead you focus on one step at a time doing those small habits, you'll eventually find that you reach, and in a lot of cases exceed, that outcome goal. So I hope you found this video useful. I try to make it as simple and digestible as possible for you. If you need more information on overcoming some of these blocks for New Year's resolutions and goal setting, check out the FitPath Facebook group. We have tons of free resources there. And if you'd like to speak to one of our coaches, we'd be more than happy to help. Use that group or send us a message directly on IG or Facebook, and we'll get back to you to set up a free consultation to help you set some manageable goals for the new year. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time.